Surprise! Day 5 and day 6 are combined in this video. The main reason being day 5, I had a mission to complete and it took me all day. So there's not a lot of day 5. Enjoy. Hey mum, it's a well clipped hedge. God, you gotta have strong arms. It's the occult lady looking for a client with her mobile refrigerator full of yoga drinks. Up ahead is a collection cart. These are usually operated by elderly people, from what I know, and they can get income from collecting cardboard or cans or whatever, and basically they're subsistence living. It's really sad to see. I'm off to sort out my phone card, which only had 3 days loaded on it instead of 30, which is, wow, that was a major exploit. Went to 3 different places, 2 of which directed me back to the airport. I think they didn't want to deal with a foreigner, but the 3rd person that I dealt with was exceptional, and he's got me hooked up with a whole new card, Korean number, you name it, I've got it. So yeah, we're set to go. I'm now, wow, heading off to Hyundai Mall. I have no idea what I'm going to find, but food. We need food and something to drink. See you soon. Okay, I'm back at the apartment after quite an adventure. Oh my god, what it takes to get your phone sorted out in this country. I don't know. Pays to get it correct at the airport when you arrive. For whatever reason, the woman that set me up with my phone card set me up for 3 days. And I don't know whether it was because of translation difficulty or what, but 3 days is not going to cut it. So I got this text message last night while I was on the phone to a friend saying that my phone was about to expire. The card was about to expire. This morning, honest to God, I went to 3 locations before I found someone that was going to help me out, and I think they helped me out because they could see how distressed I was beginning to get. I went to the swankiest shopping mall. I went to the Hyundai Mall in Chuncheon, I think that's right, but I don't know. And basically it's all those luxury black brands under one roof. Think Smith & Co.'s old school days. Every single counter had a person there ready to assist you to put stuff in your shopping trolley, and I was wandering around without one, obviously, just looking and being amazed at what you could get. There was an entire counter dedicated to Comvita. I couldn't believe it. They had every single Comvita product you could think of. So it's a luxury black brand here. This is what this is all about. You can't find Comvita everywhere here, but this place has it. The size of the zespri kiwi fruit, no word of a lie. They were massive. That's what export grade kiwi fruit looked like. They're massive. Oh, and the price, don't get me started. I went and had a look through the Tiffany's store. I asked the doorman, is it okay if I come in and just have a look? Because, you know, I'm obviously not your client. He's like, yeah, come in. And they had absolutely no one in store. So I think they were just really basically happy to have something to do. And there was this lady that escorted me around every single counter. She did not let me out of her sight. The guy that helped me with my phone, I got chatting to him about where I was from because he could see the photo on my phone. Obviously, I was saying this is Tauranga, where I come from. Not very many tourists more Korean people come to live there. And he said, oh, many Koreans think New Zealand is a good place to live. Yeah, it was an interesting chat, and he seemed really enthusiastic about what I was showing him and telling him. He didn't have a lot of English language, but we made do. He was the shop manager at SK Telecom down the bottom of Chuncheon or whatever, and he was brilliant. He's the one that came in alongside his junior and started asking some questions about what I was trying to do with my phone, and he could see that I was upset, and he tried to problem solve it for me, and we did that. We used translator app, we used Papago, and he had a translator app on his phone. He had really limited English, I had limited Hangul, was Satori, which is the spoken word, and somehow we made it work and managed to have a conversation as well, which was great. And now it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the heat is picking up, there's a heat haze across the city. It's 27 degrees that feels like 30. And I think what it is just the heat radiating off all of the concrete buildings. Unlike back home in Tauranga, you get this cool ocean breeze that comes in over the city and it helps to cool things. Here you don't get that. It's a heat bowl, basically.
Oh no, they're back. There are the black eagles. Disappearing in behind all of those apartments over there again. They're awful. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's them, black eagles, flying around. Uh-oh. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's amazing. Ah. Over at the local school, I can see all the teachers had come out up on the roof to watch all the goings on. So funny. I'm not the only one upstairs taking video. Flippity dippities. All sorts carrying on.
So that was the end of day 5. So let's just roll into day 6, shall we? Okay, so midday, I'm on my way to Chuncheon. I've got a grey hire car. She's now called Ashley. She's continually talking to me. So far I'm doing okay in the Seoul traffic. I haven't been beeped at yet, which is always a good sign. And I'm just letting other drivers do what they need to do, and I'm taking my time. I've just passed by the Olympic kind of village area, which is really interesting. Might come back to this later. And I can see Lotte Tower. Okay, well, I've successfully made it to Chuncheon, and yeah, driving up here wasn't a problem. I quickly got used to driving Korean styles again, but once I got here, I had no idea if I was in the right building or not. Downstairs they've got one of these turnstile things for your car, and then they park. It does a self-park thing in the basement, and it goes for miles under there. I sort of looked between the cracks as I got out of the car. It made me feel ill. And the man that operates it is not very patient. Anyway, got into the lobby, and it's a hotel. And they said, do you have a reservation? And I'm like, I do. I showed them my Airbnb thing on the phone. They're going, oh yes, yes, yes. I'm going, so am I in the right place? And they're going, yes, this apartment is in this building, but we can't open it for you. At that point I was close to losing it. Anyway, they said, look, message your host again, she won't be far away. Message her, she first sprinted up here and has just ushered me in and everything. So, and it's a lovely little space, it's very clean and cream. This is the view, which is downright stunning. Just being up here on the 13th floor. I hope that's an okay thing. But you get a view out over the city, which is kind of cool. You can even make out a peak of the river down there. That's the river. So yes, I'm going to have to go out in a little while and find stuff to eat because there's nothing in here. There's water, that's it. So yeah, everything's in behind secreted doors, even the refrigerator, which is fairly decent size actually. And there's a freezer space at the bottom. A couple of induction cooktops there. I could do some cooking if I needed. Washing machine, we've used that before. The recycling handy is in here. I don't have to go to the basement. And the bathroom, hello. There we go. A little bit bigger than the last place that I was in, but you know, small apartment living all the same. And the bed's comfy, very comfy. So I've just stacked the chairs to the side and I'm just going to leave my bag open. I'll move in and out of it because I'm only here for a few days. So yeah, that's us. See you soon. So I've heard that while in Chuncheon the thing to eat is the Kobe. So I'm off to find some. And yeah, have a little look around the local area at the same time on foot, which is always fun. This is something that you see on Korean trees. They have these wraps around them, and essentially it's Korean red clay on a plaster that they've placed around the trunks. And I know that walking on Korean red clay is meant to help your heart and be good for your health. So it must have healing properties for trees as well. I'm going off piste. I've found a thing. There's a gong and tents and, well, I don't know what else. I'm going to go and check it out before I get run over. I'm in the centre of town, it looks like. I just followed my nose because there was something that smelled really yummy, and I think it was a katsu, but we'll wait and see. Henry Diamond. Oh, bunchong. Oh, all else fails, I'm having Vietnamese. That doesn't look right. This looks really weird. Oh, they must be just packing up. I don't know what they've done. They've had some sort of event. Interesting. Okay, just had a lovely quick little chat to some ladies that are dancing around with swords. It's quite extraordinary to watch it. It seems that there's some sort of dance festival going on here, so we might have to pop back down tomorrow maybe and have a look at what's going on. Exciting. Apparently it's called Jonguk. I'll show you Jungkook. There's Jungkook. Oh. I think they've actually been ringing the bell too, because all of the strapping is all over the chains and everything. Oh, remember I showed you the bell at Seoul on the Western Fortress, and it had all the ginkgo leaf patterns on it. This one, completely different. It actually looks like wind, doesn't it? Which we're right up in the mountain area to the north, so that makes sense. Oh, and there's tigers on the bottom. And some sort of windy Disney caricature thing. I'm going to take a photo of that and translate what it says, hopefully. From what I can gather from using Papago, this is talking about all the citizens of Chuncheon being unified and producing something that commemorates the 2010 World Leisure Congress, and it's something in association with Gyeonggi University, something to do with the development of urban land and this is interesting, international security culture filming. It also looks like there's pheasant. And strange lotus flowers, which probably makes sense given that we're right by a river system. As I headed back to my accommodation, I stopped by the convenience store right next door and chatted to the young girl behind the counter and asked her, did she know of anywhere that would serve duck kalbi to a solo traveller? She pointed me in the direction of a restaurant straight upstairs, I mean literally above the convenience store. Little did I know, her brother was working there and she'd called ahead to make sure that I got a table. Duck kalbi is a chicken dish. It's also got kimchi in with the chicken as well. It's usually served at the table with some interesting leaves, which you see me holding there. No, that's not hydrangea. And, of course, fresh lettuce leaf. The other things that are actually on the table as well is there'll be a serving of raw onion slices or raw garlic slices and a paste there called gochujang, which is really nice and tangy. The other things are a pickled daikon, very thinly sliced pickled daikon called mul. And what else do I have there at the table? Oh, I probably got soju. Soju is quite a nice accompaniment to this meal. You can see in this video that I have been speaking to camera, yet I'm using voiceover in this instance because in the background the music playing means that I would be in breach of copyright law. And there you go. That's how you eat some. Followed by that soju. What a great way to finish up a meal. Usually at the end of this, they would put a serve of rice into the pan and actually fry that up as well. But I was so full that I just didn't even get to that course of the meal. So from here, I headed back to the apartment and needed a little lie down with my food coma. There's one thing they never tell you about Chuncheon, and that's all the love motels and strip bars that there are in town. I swear, I went down one street and it was just wall to wall kind of adult entertainment. Really interesting. Actually, it shouldn't be that interesting. Most cities have that kind of a region, shall we say. Anyway, that ends day 6. Tomorrow looks like it might be nice and sunny, so we'll get ready for day 7.